I am headed to one lesson today, and that is with Meta, my opera teacher. Then I am going to see O'Mary tonight, which is really exciting. I've been looking forward to seeing that show. So yeah, heading to Meta now. I will be breaking down my notes from my lesson with Meta. And when I tell you, I have 2 pages of notes. She started off by speaking about the difference between like effort and tension, like she was talking about like where I feel tension and things like that, and it's important to differentiate. Like, singing isn't supposed to be like relaxing. I think I tend to be a bit of a lazy singer sometimes. It's okay to feel like there's effort sometimes, but in the right way. She also said something really interesting about with the resonant sounds that we're making in opera. I find the mix between a scream and a yawn, which sounds insane, but this is her explaining it better than I could.
Yes. Singing is the paradox of singing, having the yawn space and screaming in the yawn space, like a scream. Vocal folds are coming together, but it's obviously squeezy and in the wrong way. So we have to find that yawn space and scream in the yawn space, if you like, right?
Unlocking deeper breaths. All of my Whopper people we've all heard this from Luzita, but now it's actually coming into practice. Breathing through your nose helps you breathe from everywhere. Like she was talking about like a 360 breath and breathing into your back as well. In opera, you need a lot more breath than usual. In opera, there's a tendency to prefer to breathe through the mouth, because when you breathe through, you're supposed to breathe in by setting up the vowel. So if it's like prendi, which is the first word of my opera, you'd breathe in going like you would breathe in to set up what you're saying. Does that make sense? According to her, 60% of your lung capacity is in your back. She also explained something really interesting about doing like puffy cheeks, which is that it creates subglottal pressure and makes a cushion of air, and it equalizes the sound. Again, her explaining it way better than I could, but
a lot with the puffy cheek, you get that supraglottal pressure as well, which is, subglottal, obviously.
Yeah.
When you get supraglottal pressure, it's like you get this. It's a scientific thing. It's a thing to have supraglottal. You have a cushion of. It's like a cushion of air above the vocal folds.
Yeah.
Then it kind of equalizes that oscillation. It feels really good when you're in that place. If you drive the air too much, just subglottal pressure, you feel it and you hear it. It can still sound amazing, but when you have that little cushion of air, it's reverberating the overtones of your source tone. It's
today we're working with the that vowel of using the lips as a way of creating the space that you need for that sound, rather than using the jaw. It really started helping me understand the concept of like anchoring my body, like breathe from your diaphragm and like connect to your diaphragm. But like it's another thing to really think I have to connect to my body. Like in order for me to get to the top C I was trying to get to. She was talking about sympathetic vibrations in the body, which was really, really interesting, and how when you're in your chest, you feel the vibrations in your chest, and as you get higher, it goes up and up. And she was saying when you get to top C, like it's not even in your body anymore, which is crazy. And she also showed me this really cool diagram, which I'm going to pop here. She also explained why like the it's like we try and use what we call like sob. So like, oh no. And what that does is it encourages closure of the vocal folds higher. When you realize it can, obviously, like when the folds stretch, they become less and less inclined and they get a bit breathy. Whereas the sob like encourages that closure up higher. We also really worked on legato phrasing. I struggle to change notes cleanly. It sounds like I'm like stopping in between notes. It's very minute, but sing through the phrases in a legato style rather than just go, oh no. Like if you try and commit to the sob sound emotionally in some way, it does help it be more successful in finding the right placement. I also found for me personally that for the legato style, playing an imaginary violin, I'm a violinist, so I don't know if there's any flute players out there or any other instruments, like perhaps thinking about your instrument can help you imagine those note changes be smooth rather than letting the note changes happen from your jaw or your tongue. Come to this random area of London because I've got a play tonight. We're having dinner here and I've just ordered a cinnamon roll latte. gosh, to say I'm obsessed with that show is an understatement. That was some of the funniest theatre I have ever seen. The acting was insane. It was so short, but it was like hilarious. I can't stop thinking about it. That was so good. If you ever come to London, please see O'Mary, because what the heck, it was so good.